What situation allows for someone to feel like a woman and actually be a woman?
I would say, oh, that's a tough one. Shit. Can I cuss?
You can cuss.
Okay.
You like that one? All right, all right. The Miss Universe pageant should be open to trans women. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. You can stay on the neutral if you want. Yeah, you can move now or just stay. Okay, great. What does the word miss mean to you?
Anybody that identifies as a female?
Anybody who identifies as a female. What does the word miss mean to you?
I guess anyone that identifies as a female, but some things just need to be like, for like, I guess, natural born women. Plus, you know, yeah.
So you think that, I gotta put my glass on, sorry. So you think that the Miss Universe should not be open to trans women?
Correct.
And the reason for that is why?
I just feel like some things should be left for like natural born women. And I feel like that's one of the things.
Okay, do you don't agree with what she said?
No. I am pansexual, so I deal with also trans, regular female, regular male, or natural born, I should say. So I also think that they should be able to go ahead and go, because they made a big step in their life to be in a pageant, or even try to be a woman as it is.
Can I ask, excuse my ignorance, what is pansexual?
You love all types, such as trans, bisexual, homosexual, anybody.
Animals or just humans?
Humans.
Just humans, okay. Okay, well, I don't know, that's why I asked. I'm ignorant, I'm old, I'm ignorant of these matters. Okay, so you believe that if a person is born male, like they're born with a penis, that they should, and then they say that they feel like a woman, they should be able to compete in the Miss Universe, is that right?
If they identify as trans and that trans woman, they should be able to go ahead and compete.
Okay, but they don't need, you know, it's called bottom surgery, right? They don't need, even if they haven't had their privates cut off, is that your position?
Yeah.
Okay. What about if they had their privates cut off? Would you move to the disagree?
No, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's still paid for.
What do you mean?
You know? Like, I feel like a Miss Universe should be like a natural woman thing. Like, nothing fake, no BBLs, nothing fake. Versus
BBLs? Boob implants? Is that what that
a
means?
Brazilian butt lift. You know, like the full 360 where they change everything.
Oh, so you're kind of a purist then?
Yeah, I'm a purist, I guess.
Is it possible to identify out of your natural born sex?
If that's their choice, then that's their choice. But as far as like competing for like Miss Universe, I disagree.
So you think you can identify out of your natural born sex, but other people don't have to respect that?
Correct. I mean, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, freedom of expression, but I'm not going to force someone.
Freedom of life, freedom of liberty.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Is it possible for a person to identify outside of their sex?
Yeah.
Is it possible for a person to identify outside of their race?
No. What do you mean by that?
Well, like, let's say, like, if we had someone who's like blonde hair, blue eyes, could they identify as like Chinese or something?
I don't know. That's a different question. I don't know. That's a good question. As far as the outside looking in, of course, I'm going to think like, hey, if you have blonde hair, blue eyes, you might be Caucasian. I mean, that's just how it is in society. But as far as like identifying like with yourself, like if I say I'm white, nobody will believe me. Nobody. So I don't think you should be able to identify anything outside of your race.
If a person born with a penis says that they're a woman, why would you believe that? Let's say they have a beard.
Well, that's them finding themselves. But I don't, as far as race and you are who you are and what you like is totally different.
What about age? Can I identify as a 12-year-old?
No, that'd be weird.
It would be weird, but can I do it? Would you look at me if I said to you, you know, I woke up today and I'm really feeling 12?
I mean, no. If you want to believe that, that is your choice.
Okay. So for you, and then I'm going to ask you the same question. For you, it's only gender then?
To me, yes.
Okay.
But anybody else, you believe what you believe. That's your life.
Okay. So do you think people should be able to identify as a different age, as a different race, as a different height, as a different?
I feel like they can choose to identify as like whatever they feel, but from the outside looking in, like people are still gonna feel the way that they feel. Like if you're black, like people are gonna see you as black. You could feel white. I mean, that's cool, but people are still gonna, see what they see.
Okay, a couple more questions. Is there anything it would take you to move you to disagree, and is there anything it would take to move you to the agree? Anything you'd have to hear? Anything at all? What would evidence, argument, anything?
No, I stand on what I said.
Okay, that's fine.
I believe that trans people should be able to compete in anything that has to do with the opposite sex, or that's meant for the opposite sex.
Is being a woman mainly a feeling?
No, it's not. It's some other aspects to it, like you have your menstrual cycle, you have your motherly instinct, but I mean, it also can be developed and learned, but not the period though.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about
Yeah,
that.
no, that can't be developed or learned, but it's still like sometimes it can be a feeling to people, but as an actual natural born woman, that is different.
So, the feeling of being a woman does or does not make one a woman?
It all just depends on the situation, honestly. That's a touchy subject.
It certainly is.
Yeah, that it really depends.
Yeah, you're right. It's a very touchy subject. Okay. How you doing?
I'm great.
Are you thinking?
Yeah, you got me in deep thought right now.
What are you in deep thought about?
Okay, like if I would even move just a little bit.
And would you?
I mean, if they were born with both, okay.
Oh, you mean both
Yeah.
sets of genitals?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Then I'd probably, scoot on down. But
Okay. All right. I have one more quick question, and then we'll move on. Thank you guys for playing. I'm glad it caused you to deep thought, but you're also on vacation, so I don't want you to think. I don't want you to think too deeply. You're from Georgia, you said, right?
yeah, I'm from Georgia. I've been there for about 13 years or so, but I was born in New York.
Oh, right on. Okay, so last question here is what situation allows for someone to feel like a woman and actually be a woman?
I would say, oh, that's a tough one. Shit. Can I cuss?
You can cuss.
Okay. Situation to feel like a woman. For some trans people, it's like how they dress, how they are able to be approached, seen as. That can make you feel like, well, you can put on a wig, nails, lashes, you could feel like a woman. I mean, that's a big one right there. Or at least someone like, oh, hey girl, that's something that's a big thing for trans in my opinion.
Okay, all right.
Can you repeat the question?
I'll give you another question. In that situation, I'm going to go back to you. In that situation, does the Miss Universe count?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, why?
You have one, you're the look that people are actually looking for. Like, based off of Miss Universe, you have to look like a woman, feel like a woman. So why aren't you being identified as a woman, as Miss Universe? If you feel like you are, you identify as you are, why aren't you seen as you are? Because at that point, nobody's seeing you for who you are.
I'll give you the final thought.
I feel how I feel. I mean, you can feel the way that you feel on the inside, but it's no one else's job to, like, I guess, reconfirm that for you.
Let me ask you one last question. Is it possible for someone to be wrong about this question and how they answer? Like, is there a wrong line someone could be standing on?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. Did you have fun?
Yes, I
Did it make you think?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Good. And I hope you guys can talk about stuff. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.